6:32. We're hearing about birth certificate headaches from several families here in Green Country. Take a listen to one mom's frustration about getting their daughter's birth record.
I was being transferred and nobody could find what I was looking for or knew what I was talking about.
And as a new year loomed with insurance enrollment coming to an end, the family worried their 1-year-old would no longer be covered without her official paperwork. When they couldn't get answers, they reached out to the problem solvers for help.
I actually have 5 kiddos, so she's my 5th. And she was actually kind of our surprise baby.
Brittany Rice isn't new to the mom game. She knows the drill.
With my very first, I had no issue at all. The social came in the mail, and then you go and file the birth certificate.
By baby number 5, Rice assumed the same, an easy filing to get her newborn daughter's birth certificate. This time, getting her child's birth record, not so simple.
The birth certificate office called me and said that it wasn't on file, her birth wasn't on file at all, and that it wasn't turned in basically from the hospital.
Rice says she contacted St. Francis Hospital several times to see why her daughter's birth was never documented, but she says she couldn't get a response.
It took me 3 days of going up there before I finally somebody was in the office to be able to talk to.
Rice says the hospital confirmed her daughter's birth was not filed with vital records and asked her to sign paperwork so it could be sent in right away. A couple weeks later, Rice says she reached out to Vital Records again. The frustration continued until Rice finally got word her daughter's birth record was still not on file. She says she was told the hospital did not submit it. When Rice couldn't get a response from St. Francis,
it was becoming an issue at that point. And so that's why I reached out to you and finally got something done.
I reached out to St. Francis, who told me the issue was with the state records department. When I reached out to Vital Records, a spokesperson told me they would look into the issue, stating in part, when this situation was brought to our attention, we worked with the hospital to ensure the necessary information and paperwork was received into our Vital Records office.
The birth certificate office had called me very confused after, speaking with you. And they told me the day that you spoke with the hospital is the day that her birth was turned in.
In the end.
Well, finally, do you have her birth certificate?
I have her birth certificate. The birth certificate office actually, the same day that they called me, they sent it out right then and there.
4 months of fighting for her daughter's birth certificate finally resolved.
Well, Rice says she encourages those having problems to keep being persistent. The Vital Records office tells me those experiencing similar issues, whether it be birth or death certificates, should contact their office at askvr@health.ok.gov. We've also included that link with this story on our website. So if you ever need help, you can call our 2 News problem solvers. That number right there on your screen, 918-748-1502. You can also send in an email to problemsolvers@kjrh.com.